Hello, good afternoon, friends. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, one second, I'll share my screen. So, we have started with Celastriales, right? So, where are we? Fifth subclass, young adult and mature adult stage, right? Because there is a gap, bit repetition, and then we'll take the new remedies. So, where are we? Here, Celastriales. This is fifth subclass, and this is late adulthood, young adulthood and late adulthood. There are two stages here. Hmm? So what is fifth subclass? So now child is started going out, facing the world. Here, now father figure is more important, right? This is the stage where split start. Up till now, there was a heart principle. Till fourth subclass, everything is love, affection, mother, you are under mother's care. Now you are going out. So father principle becomes important. And then this split starts between heart and brain. What should I follow? My heart or should I follow my brain? Brain means cognition. Now you have started thinking, logical thinking. So what should I follow? So there is a split of various things, feminine and masculine principle, because now masculine dominates. So feminine gets suppressed here. Father, very important than mother. Discipline is important because now you are going out. You have to follow the society rules and you have to work as per society. So laws, rules, discipline, all these becomes very, very important. So many times people talk about the logical thinking, reasoning capacity. That is all is the fifth subclass issues. Extremely ambitious. Now they have to exist in the world. They have to prove their mettle. So extremely ambitious, very good at work. They really put their hard work. And again, with the split, religiosity also comes. God. Do I believe God or I do not believe God? Whether God exists or it doesn't exist. So with religiosity, religious, then spiritual aspect, all this becomes very important. And basic affection, if you see, is the musculoskeletal system. So a lot of stiffness and rigidity comes in this fifth subclass. And the important issues will be, see now, male and female is there, no? So relationship, companionship, partnership issues will be there. So what is young adult stage? Because we are here, no? Young adult and late adult. So these two stages are Celastriales, although it's given in late adulthood, but there are two stages here. So what is young adult stage? Two things are very important when you are young, 20 to 40. Your firm sense of identity, no? Who am I? How I exist in the world, what I know. So very strong sense of identity is there. And then two issues are important here. One is the sexual. You are extremely active sexually and the formation of the intimate relationship. That is very important. Now, uh, when masculine and feminine principle comes, you have to respect both. And that is how intimacy develops. Hmm? So two issues, one is sex and other is work. These are the two issues of a young adult stage because work-wise also you are extremely ambitious person. You want to work hard, you want to prove yourself, you want to earn money, reach the position. So all these issues will be there and simultaneously if you see the relationship around that, that also you form like family, intimate relationship, then relationship with others, work relationship. So that relationship also becomes very important. So, in process, you start understanding how to care about others. So, what is intimacy? Intimacy where you forget yourself. You do not miss that ego is not there. I'm something great. No, you dissolve in the relationships. That is intimacy. So, there is readiness to sacrifice yourself. That is important. Now, that thought has started coming. I have to sacrifice for others. With that, the evolution at that level will also develop. They start taking very productive work, and they develop intimate relation. Inability to establish intimacy leads to social isolation. Means if you're not able to master this stage, then there will be isolation, and the reflection in all the relationship will be negative. The bad relationship formation will be there. So what happens in young adult? What is the psychosocial crisis? Intimacy versus isolation. I form the intimate relationship. If not, I go into isolation. What is the main question of this stage? Am I loved and wanted in relationship? Shall I share life with someone else? These are important questions, right? And the strength which develops in this age is love and relationship. You are able to have an intimate, good relationship with other, and then that will be reflected in all other relationship. So very strong relationship you develop over a period of time. That is the stage of young adult stage. See, this is very important to understand now, because these are the stages very actively seen in the remedies which we are going to learn today. Then comes the mature adult stage, 40 plus. You are mature enough. You have seen the life. So now it's a stage of maturity. You have enough knowledge. You have enough experience of life. And with that knowledge, now you start contributing to society, hmm, helping other. So which way you help? Because you have rich experience of life now, you are able to guide others. So see, this is the age. See, just imagine 40, 45 age group where you have kids, you have brothers, sisters, you have aging parents, so many responsibilities around, and you successfully manage so many things, right? And with this, you get so much strength and maturity that you go ahead in the society and start helping in the society, like in neighborhood, if someone needs any help, whichever way, physical, financial, knowledge, you are ready to give, right? You are now prepared for it. So that gives you a sense of productivity, accomplishment comes. Now you have so much, like these are the fruits of life. You have so much which you can share with others. If you are not able to reach till this stage successfully, like you are not able to contribute to the society, if you are not able to contribute to the family, the stage of midlife crisis comes. It's a big chapter in Kaplan. So many times people feel I failed in my life. I failed in the relationship. So that type of crisis can come up at this stage of development. So they wants to be productive. They wants to be productive not only in the home, but outside also, in the society also. So many times you see this age group is, they are attached to lot many NGOs and they give free services. So they want to be something very useful people to the society. So they are associated with welfare of others and society. So basically, what is the crisis? Productivity versus stagnation. Am I productive enough, or there is no productivity? Hmm? If person is selfish, unable to help society, sense of dissatisfaction and stagnation comes. See, they are not able to contribute to the society because they have not successfully reached this stage. So a lot of miserliness comes. There a lot of insecurities there. Like you see fourth row, right? Say na arsenic album. You see they remain stuck at particular stage. So there is a lack of productivity. They get stuck in that stage. So what is the crisis? Productivity versus stagnation. And main case question is, will I produce something of real value? And the strength is care. I can care, caring for the family, caring for the society, caring for the people around you. So with this, so now we are going with fifth subclass issues. We are going with young adult and late adult, these two stages, the mature adult stages. So age group is 40 to 60. Hmm? So with that, you relate to the remedies. It will help you understand remedies more constructively. Otherwise, what happens? We listen to the remedies and we forget it. So with this is a very nice way of understanding remedies, and then you can include new things if you something which doesn't fit in the understanding that you have to understand or memorize. But otherwise, this is a very nice way of understanding remedies. So what happens in Celastriales family? The mood changes. Initially, there will be calming effect. Then there is hallucinogenic effect. You hear voices or you see images. So hallucination, that type of effect will be there. They are very mildly aromatic plants. They can be poisonous. So you get this type of effect. Hmm? Initially calming, then hallucination, and these are the two properties, aromatic and probably poisonous. So poisonous remedies, what they will do? There will be effect on your gastrointestinal tract, right? Either nausea, vomiting, or loose motion. That is how body removes the poison, right? If it is a mild poison. So what are the themes of Celastrialis? Maturity versus immaturity. So young adult and mature adult. What is that? Maturity. You are working towards maturity. So either I reach that stage of maturity or I remain immature. And that is reflected especially in the sexual sphere and work sphere. Sexual sphere, you get a lot of sexual issues related to uh, prostate gland, hormonal issues, infertility, sterility, this type of the issues you see when there is an effect on sexual sphere. And what about the work? Either there will be excessive work or there will be no work. So theme one is maturity versus immaturity, which is reflected in sexual sphere and the work area. So either there will be overproductivity, overactivity. They're very active in these two fields, or there will be avoidance. I'm see if I'm not prepared. See if I'm mature enough, I face things constructively. So I will be very active. I'll be doing it very strongly. Or there will be avoidance. Hmm? Issues of maturity is seen at the level of work. So either you're really doing very good in career, you're really advancing in career, you're progressing, you're doing good impact in work, or if you're not able to do then you feel no, I cannot do it, I cannot handle it, and then you start avoiding that work. Sexual function, similar. Either there will be sexual maturity or there will be immaturity. Sexual sphere gets affected. You see a lot of hormonal issues and fertility disorders. Overinvestment in work or mind-related activities will lead to exhaustion. Too much, you keep doing, you are doing so much. See, it's fifth subclass will tell you to do too much to exist or going out, because there is a lot of focus on masculine power, and then it is young adult and mature adult. See the energy which is increasing. So you doing too much in the existing too much in the work, over investment in the work, till you get exhausted. So you get, so in the proving, you get symptoms of overdoing, and then you get the symptoms of exhaustion, tiredness, cannot do anything, disgust for work. This type of rubrics are also given in this Celastriales family. Lot of liveliness, which originates from the water elements and the feminine quality. But as we go down, this is missing. That liveliness slowly goes down, and person becomes very dry. So you get more symptoms of dryness. Liveliness is missing. Then the second theme comes the cognition. So if you see, first is the maturity versus immaturity. This is seen in two areas, work and sexual area, right? Then comes the second stage, cognition, coldness, and exhaustion. As I told you, when you overdo, what happens? Exhaustion comes. Being too masculine, as we all know, at the end of the column, because we are at the end of the column. So it is too much masculine. So it's affected. So thoughts gets affected, awareness gets affected, reasoning capacity gets affected. So see now what is happening to the cognition. Initially, there is too much focus on the cognition, and slowly it gets affected. So all the parameters of the mind, thoughts, awareness, reasoning, everything is getting affected. And as there is suppressed water, there is no flow of the emotion. So there is a lot of brooding. Social difficulties and difficulties in relationships. Non-caring attitude towards, see, uh, in that stage, young adult, where we saw the relationships are very important, forming an intimate relationship. If you form it, then it is seen in the relationship also. And if you fail to form intimate relationship, you see that bad relationship in all other relationships too. So see now, this is third point, social difficulties, non-caring attitude towards other. Because I've not successfully gone ahead in this stage. So I'm stuck. Non-caring attitude towards others, coupled with depression, withdrawal from society, feeling of isolation. This is mature adult stage, which I have not constructively gone ahead. So withdrawal from society, feeling of isolation. So what happens here? Productivity versus stagnation. So you start withdrawing from the society because you are not productive enough. So non-caring attitude, withdrawal from society, feeling of isolation, anger and quarrelsomeness, desire to impose one's opinion on others. So see, positive relationship always has space, right? If I tell something, other person understands, and if that person wants to follow, that person will follow. But if relationships are not mature, then you impose yourself. Then you tell you have to do right like this. So imposing type of relationship develops. So in process causes a lot of aggression, anger, and slowly people withdraw from yourself. So withdrawing happens and ending of the relationship. So this is not the successful stage, and that's why slowly you withdraw. So what are the important sensation of Celastriales family? There will be a lot of swelling. As I said, there is a lot of brooding of emotion. There is no, water is not flowing. There is stagnation of water. There is no flow of the emotions, right? So there is a lot of swelling. Fifth subclass gives rise to a lot of spasms and contractions, split, feminine and masculine. So this is split. So there are a lot of spasms and contraction. Contraction, relaxation, contraction, relaxation. So contraction is masculine, relaxation is feminine. So you get a lot of spasms, contractions over period of time, coldness of emotion. So similarly, you see a lot of cold sensation in body. Most of the physical complaints, you get that coldness feeling, dryness, paralysis. Paralysis, again, what it talks, no movement. Hmm? Dryness, no water. Again, no water means there is no movement. Mostly you see there is lot of liver pathologies in this family. And most of the areas you see cold sensations. So we start with our first remedy, Catha edulis. Its leaves, this medicine is means herbal way people use this medicine. So these leaves are chewed for what? After chewing, it improves your concentration and it improves your learning capacity, bringing sense of clarity. See, clarity of mind. Helps to study until late at night. Huh? See, where is the effect? Mind altering, calming, and hallucinogenic. Huh? So it's more. So what happens? Mind gets stimulated. So your concentration improves, your sense of clarity improves. If you can study for long hours. See, nowadays, if you see 10th standard, 12th standard, or a higher education, children the whole night they take some or the drinks which stimulate their mind, and so they study throughout the night. And many people ask me ki, is it okay to take these drinks, and they really take for 10-15 days because they don't want to sleep. But everything has its own side effects, right? So these leaves helps in the concentration. It improves your sense of clarity. You can study for long hours. It improves your retention, learning capacity. Very strong masculine quality. The muscle strengthener. They enhance the male virility. See, sexual again. See, work where your concentration improves, your capacity to work improve, and then comes the sexual issues where it enhances the virility, increases self-confidence, social openness, and chatting, talkativeness. So, because fifth subclass going out, so that also, if you see, it improves your confidence to go out and talking with the people. And the physical component will be GIT. There is the excessive bloating sensation and the asthma, spasms. Asthma with lot of secretion, catarrh. So what are the proving symptoms of Catha edulis? You have to remember names of the remedies also. Catha edulis. So clarity of mind, alertness, sharpness of thoughts, wanting to study all night. Main themes of the order, thinking, coldness, maturity, fullness, potency, fertility. See, coldness is the sensation of the family itself. Then this is mind thinking, maturity. And then comes the sexual, potency and fertility. So the theme of maturity came in the proving, observing others, understanding them in the adult way. So they are good observer. They observe what are the difficulties, and then they try to understand and handle thing mature way without reacting. First, they understand the situation. So observing, understanding in adult way, feeling strong and ability to do and fix things. So I understand the difficult. First, I observe, then I understand the things, then I have ability to handle these issues constructively. Making love in a respectable way. Young adult stage, right? So I'm able to respectful to the other person. So making love in a respectable and neat way. Sensation of fullness in testicles, say, which causes difficulties in urination. So GUT is the genitourinary tract. That is the focus. Then comes the fatigue sensation. So initially I work hard. I have that capacity to working hard, and then settles the fatigue. Lot of yawning happens, but person is not able to sleep. Fifth subclass, I'm not able to sleep because I have to focus more on my work. So although fatigue is coming, I'm not able to sleep. Then see, it improves the learning capacity. The opposite side is it is a good remedy for dyslexia when there is a lot of writing mistake. And what happens when a child is not able to perform? There is a self depreciation, such as feeling stupid. I'm stupid, or my brain is dead. See, directly they talk about this brain, huh? Because it's the fifth subclass. There is so much focus on brain, cognition. They talk like that. My brain is like this, or my cognition faculty is affected. I'm not. Uh, there is no reasoning capacity. So all these words are very, very important when it comes to fifth subclass. So there are a lot of writing difficulties, self-depreciation, and feeling that I'm stupid. My brain is dead. And the compensatory mechanism, what it is, they remain calm in the difficult situation, or they laugh at themselves, giggling, they laugh at themselves, or they behave funny. That is how they create the mask. They do not show their weakness. Hmm? So the humor is to cover inner sadness. So this is very important to understand the remedy. Huh? So what happens? There is initially there is a lot of focus on the studies. I want to work hard. I want to study hard. I want to do a lot of work. And in that, my communication improves. I can talk with people. Slowly, fatigue settles in, concentration difficulty comes, and then I, I feel I'm not able to work. And then how I hide those symptoms. Now, what we get, how is the adaptation to the situation? They laugh at themselves. They remain calm in a difficult situation. Hmm? So their humorous way is something, is the facade. Hmm? And they behave like that to suppress their inner feeling. And there is a lot of craving for Coca-Cola and coffee. Coffee is the immediate stimulant, right? I want to study and I'm not able to concentrate. I take a coffee, I feel better. Hmm? So in this, coffee and Coca-Cola has come. Very important dream. Dreams of father. Now, what is the dream? Punishing his son by remaining silent. See, school age, no? Punishing son. So here, this is school age. This is fifth subclass, where father figure is important. Then punishment is the theme of fifth school age. Hmm? So very important dream, punishing his son by remaining silent. Silent again, if you see this family itself, where there is no communication, brooding is there, na? Emotions are inside. There is lot of despair and hopelessness, which is hidden beneath humor and laughter. See, there is so much hopelessness, but it is not seen. You have to really go work hard with these patients to go to that depth of understanding. So the mesomy syphilitic here, because there is a lot of hopelessness, need for drugs. It is so much pain inside to hide that I need drugs. And physically, how they will express? With lot of dryness, symptoms of dryness and the sensation of coldness. So what is catharsis? It improves concentration, mental clarity, and helps you study better. It increases the confidence, right? and it is useful for GIT and asthma, two areas. So we'll go ahead with this second remedy. If you, again, you understand it properly. Excessive work, effect on stomach and asthma with lot of secretion, lot of secretion. Then comes the exhaustion. Then I hide my difficulties through a lot of humor, by remaining calm or laughing at myself, laughing at others. That is how you just appear humorous to the world around, and you need lot of coffee and Coca-Cola. Dream is important. This dream is extremely important. Directly, this dream takes you to fifth subclass. This takes you to school age. So directly fifth subclass you reach. So second remedy is Dicapetalum. It's very difficult to read, huh? I will say only Dicapetalum. M. This is very poisonous remedy. It contains fluorine in that, and that's why it becomes lethal. When ingested, it is known to result a lot of coldness and fatigue. See, now, same thing. Now, you have to differentiate how you will differentiate these remedies. So now, focus on those symptoms. So, lot of coldness and fatigue comes, which is end result of lot of working, right? So, work-related issues, they're extremely industrious. Dreams of work. See, there was dreams of father punishing son. Now here, what is the dream? Dreams of work, unsuccessful efforts. I'm doing so much, but I'm not able to do it. Lot of fatigue sets in after work. Tension experienced at neck. A previous case, tension experienced by lot of bloating, lot of spasms, like a lot of asthma with lot of secretions. Here you are getting a lot of tension headaches. You get all spasm at neck, then you get headache. Headache is better by drinking coffee. One more symptom which you get here is psoriasis, with where you get cracks on the fingers. On immediately you get this after the stress. So you are getting headaches, you are getting psoriasis here. Sudden hunger, as if there is no energy in me. So they are working and suddenly they start feeling hungry. And immediately they feel better after eating or drinking coffee. Either they have to eat something or they have to drink coffee. So here, if you see, these two symptoms are very important: sudden hunger and sudden exhaustion. You are working, and suddenly you feel exhausted. Suddenly you feel very hungry. Suddenly you get a lot of headaches, with lot of tension experienced on the neck area and psoriasis on the fingers. So now you have to see, now these are very small remedies, but how you will reach there. Sometimes you get these characteristic symptoms and then you see whether there are fifth subclass issues, whether there are adult stage issues. So you can go this way if you know few symptoms, or you can, if you have characteristic fifth subclass, then if you see adult stage and then you see the work is the issue or the sexual sphere is the issue, think of these remedies, and then definitely you will get some of the other characteristic particular of the remedy. So what is the characteristic particular here? Dreams of work and unsuccessful efforts. Sudden fatigue, sudden exhaustion, sudden hunger. And a lot of headache experienced in the neck area, which is better by coffee or eating something. General fatigue of the body despite a state of euphoria when working. So initially you're really working hard, you're able to do lot, and then suddenly fatigue sets in. It reaches to the level that you develop the disgust for work. So much you do that suddenly you develop disgust. And then you have to really force yourself very hard to work. And see what will happen if there is so much disgust, so much fatigue, the laziness develop. And to remove this laziness, you need stimulants. And in this family, you see a lot of requirement for the coffee. Hmm? You see a lot of chronic fatigue syndrome, frightening dreams, throbbing headache with stiffness of neck, and the sensation of drawing pain in jaws. Along with that, you get stomach disturbances, rheumatic diseases, dryness of skin, cold sensation, along with the exhaustion. Hmm? So, so you see what are the symptoms? Initially, extremely industrious. There is a lot of dreams of work, unsuccessful efforts. So initially you are hardworking, industrious, and then suddenly fatigue. Here important is suddenly fatigue develop. Suddenly you feel very weak and you want to eat something. You want coffee immediately. Otherwise, it develops a lot of headache. Headache is experienced at the neck level, at the jaw level. Then the psoriasis of the fingers. So sudden exhaustion, sudden fatigue is important here. And then slowly it can develop to the stage of disgust. And then the common symptoms of cold sensation, exhaustion, tiredness, stomach issues, bloating, rheumatic issues. But probably if you see rheumatic issues will be somewhere around these joints, probably you will get. Not given in books, but probably now you have to think more than whatever is given in books. So dicapetalum mombutils. So M, dicapetalum M. Hmm? Next remedy is Unimus atropurpuris. Unimus atropurpuris. Very small remedy, huh? Very small remedy. So again, if you see effect is on memory, effect in on stomach, musculoskeletal system, heart. Fifth subclass is again constriction of heart and the stomach, where you see a lot of cholera infantum. So basically, it is used to enhance concentration, memory retention, and deficiency of the memory. So initially, it improves the memory and then it affects the memories. GIT effects, rheumatism, and weak heart. And in children, cholera infantum. So ancient days, people used to use this remedy for as purgative, and it is a very good liver tonic. Cholera infantum with deathly sick look of the baby and lot of stomach issues, like lot of loose motions. Along with that, there is a lot of chills experienced in back and back part of the arm. So chills in the back and back part of the arm, digestive and hepatic complaints with lot of irritability, rheumatism, weak heart, weak mind, weak memory with lot of coldness sensation, death-like feeling, and the deteriorating mind. Everything is just the fifth subclass if you see. So how you will differentiate? It's difficult to differentiate this remedy, but here if you see cholera with big loose motions, which gives like to deathly sick look. And so much is the issue that there is coldness of extremities, death-like state, like just lying down. And with in that state, their mental faculty gets affected. Hmm? So this is Unimus atropurpureus, and this is Unimus europaeus, also called as spindle. This is again a liver tonic. So it is used for treating the liver disorder, kidney stones, headache, vertigo, tingling sensation throughout the body. Huh? Very weak mind. Spindle can lead to weak mind characterized by vanishing of thought, emptiness of mind, not able to concentrate and think. Overexertion of mind can lead to exhaustion. Overuse causes exhaustion and drying out of the body. Drying out of the body. So drying sensation. So you see a lot of liver disorder with swollen liver causes a lot of pressure in your abdomen. Type of pain is cutting type of pain with increased stool production. Liver failure with peevishness. Headache with an extreme cold sensation. Vertigo with sensation as if my brain is squeezed with pressure. My brain is squeezed with pressure. So there is headache with cold sensation. Along with that, there is a vertigo with squeezing sensation of the brain. What happens? What will be the sensation along with that? Floating sensation, as if I'm flying, with swirling dizziness and decrease in vision. So headache with cold sensation, vertigo with squeezed sensation, along with that floating and flying type of sensation, and the vision weakness. Weakness of mind with floating sensation, difficulty in concentration. See, everywhere this will come. There is a weakness of mind and there is a difficulty in concentration and thinking. Along with that, you have to see what is the other symptoms. GIT is the common sector here, if you see, but then you have to see what is the possible characteristic in that. So if you see this remedy, so basically liver tonic with lot of vertigo. And how this liver disorders will be expressed, probably with the lot of pressure in stomach, cutting sensation, and see this is a characteristic here, excessive stool production. Liver and there will be a lot of irritability. Headache with cold sensation, vertigo with squeezed sensation of brain. With that, you get floating, flying sensation. Along with that, weakness of mind, not able to concentrate, not able to think, diminishing vision. Then comes the Ilex equifolium. This is the very good remedy for jaundice. It is also called as holy. It is rarely used at medicine, rarely, because it is very toxic in nature. But it helps in jaundice, especially where there is a spleen affection, eye problem, and prostate difficulty. So dribbling of the urine. And the theme is abusive father. So especially, see this fifth subclass where father is a very important figure. And here this father is very violent, very abusive towards children. And they imagine that children are insulting me. And that's why they become further abusive. Eye is missing here. So basically it is diuretic and it is laxative, because it's a toxic substance. So immediately there will be effect on kidney and GIT. So it is diuretic and laxative. That is how we remove poison from the body, right? Very dictatorial person, extremely dictatorial, insisting on having everything done their way, imposing their opinion. We have seen this in Cathadulis also. Imposing their opinion. Violent behavior, breaks things in anger. Morbid love with jealousy, verbal abuse, cursing, insulting, antisocial behavior, extremely bitter in their behavior, hateful. What is the possible poison? You write down in chat box. Huh? So they're extremely violent. They break things in anger. Morbid love. What we learned in adult stage, young adult stage, what type of the relationship they develop? Intimate and respectful relationship. No? But here what happens? They are not able to cross that stage successfully. Morbid love with jealousy. Lot of verbal abuse, cursing, and insulting. So this is reflected not only in the husband-wife relationship, but all the relationship, because ultimately it affects all the relationship. And they're extremely antisocial. Their behavior is extremely bitter and hateful. And this is characteristic. Their mood is better in winter. So probably so much is the fire element, na? Extremely fire. There is no water here. They're just anger, anger, anger. And so in winter, their mood is comparatively better. So it looks like syphilitic miasm, no? So much violence, breaking, jealousy, hateful. Then comes the yerba mate. Yerba mate is the South American beverage used in social gatherings. It contains three xanthines, caffeine, theobromine, and theophylline. And medicinal properties are they improve digestion, they reduced appetite, and they work as a cardiopulmonary protective agent. Take caution when consuming, for it can also be because it's poisonous. A lot many remedies are poisonous here. So basically, it improves digestion, it affects the appetite, and it improves the cardiopulmonary functions. Okay, this is Ilex equifolium. This is yerba mate is Ilex paragoriensis, Ilex P. That is yerba mate. So what are the proving symptoms? There are a lot of themes about relationship and communication. They just like to connect to the people. They love friendship. They love deep bonding with the people. And if they're not able to do that, then what will happen? Extreme sense of isolation, extreme sense of disconnectedness. So the need of this remedy is the deep bonds, the deep friendship. Because theme is relationship and communication here. Overactive mind. So there are a lot of ideas, profuse ideas, very lively person. They talk a lot of clarity of mind. They have that intuitive mind also. Strong need for rhythmic music. See now, what are the dreams? Dreams are again very characteristic. Dreams of harmony, dreams of friendship, relatives, celebration. What is celebration? Enjoyment, connection, people, friendship. So theme of celebration, having fun with friends. See, so much important for this remedy, relationship and communication, right? Need for deep bond. So you see that in the dreams also. Dreams of harmony, friendship, relationships, celebration, having fun with friends. So there is a need for company and feel as if we are all connected. See, very important theme has come up. We are all connected. What is the opposite side? A lot of anger develops. If they are not able to develop this relationship, effective relationship and communication, what will happen? See, that's why it's very important to understand the stage of development. If effectively you cross that stage, what type of symptoms will come? And if you're not, what type of symptoms will come? So what happens? There will be lot of anger. Easily they get angered. Keep quarreling with everyone. Dreaming about competition with others. Here, what are the dreams? Dreams about friendship, relatives, celebration, having fun. Now what happens? Competition. Fifth subclass, others important. What happens? A lot of competitiveness comes. So a lot of competition with other. Feeling disconnected. Here, feeling connected, deep bond, and then what happens? Feeling disconnected because the whole energy is there. No? I want to connect with the people. I want to bond with others. And if I'm not able to do that, I feel deeply disconnected. Conflict with authoritative figures. Detachment from life comes up, accompanied by mental and emotional slowness and fatigue. Late adulthood, no, mature adult. So slowly it affects the brain also. So emotional slowness and fatigue comes. Disconnect from life. People disconnect from life and people around. See, so much important for them. No? People are so much important. Either they want to connect, and if they're not able to, then there is so much deep sense of disconnect comes. Fear of dying alone of heart attack. No one will come to know. See the pain. Importance of people. If there are people, you don't get this thought. And if there are no people, I will die alone of heart attack and no one will come to know. See, heart attack again talks about the fifth subclass where you suppress the heart, feminine principle. So, heart attack. hmm, Feeling life is waste. Why? Because I was not able to develop the connection with the people around me. So, feeling life is waste. So important, not so different, and probably we will get so many patients like this, but we don't know this remedy. So there is effect on stomach and cardiopulmonary system, heart attack, right? Need for relationship and communication, very deep bonds with the people around. If not, there will be deep sense of isolation, disconnectedness, positive state, overactive mind, profuse ideas, liveliness, clarity of mind, intuitions, rhythmic music, dreams of harmony, friendship, relationships, celebration, fun, need for company. We all are connected. See, we all are connected. And opposite side, lot of anger, quarreling with everyone, disconnected with people around. Hmm? Detachment from the life. See, so important, detachment from life. So people around me are life for me. Detachment from life, accompanied with slowness and fatigue. Disconnect with the people around. Fear of dying alone of heart attack and no one will come to know. Feeling life is waste. Then comes the Karaka. So Karaka is the edible fruit. Up till now, what we saw, they have non-edible qualities or some poisonous quality. Now this is the edible fruit, but very bitter. See, we have come to the fifth subclass, lower side. That's why we are seeing a lot of bitterness in the remedies. So, lot of bitter. This fruit is extremely bitter. Leaves have restorative properties and can be used for wound disinfection. Lot of themes of paralysis and spasm, which is common to this stage. The toxic alkaloid called carrageen is its raw kernels can cause violent spasms, convulsions, and whole body paralysis. Function loss of one organ. Function loss of one organ is important of this remedy. How much ever I read, I felt this is very important. Loss of sensation, such as hearing loss. So, Karaka is what? Very small remedy. It is very bitter, wound disinfection, and there is lot of symptoms of spasms, convulsions, epilepsy, paralysis, and probably one function loss. And there is a lot of hearing loss. With this, we have finished 6 remedies today. We'll have quick recap and then we'll go ahead. We'll just start with the umbelliferi today and then we'll take remedies next time. If you have any questions, please write down in chat box because it's very important. Now, revision is very important because we have seen all the remedies and their theme. Now we are revising theme and you just see where we are. Hmm? So we have seen a lot of themes of fifth column. We have seen things of young adult and mature adult stage, right? Work and sex, right? So that is the important stage. Hmm? So a lot of focus is on work. Masculine predominates here. Theme of father is also there. Mind is important. Logical thinking, reasoning, hmm, religiousness. So we've seen this joint affection. Relationship, partnership, companionship is the theme of fifth column. What is young adult? Sense of identity, which is prepared for the intimacy. Now we are forming the intimate relationship. Before that, your relationship were like before 20s, what happens? Many times you have girlfriend, you have boyfriend, 4-5 years you hang around and then you leave ki nahi jamta hai. Aisa. But then now this is the very strong relationship. You think about the long-term relationship and you work towards it. So there is a sense of intimacy, ability to care for others, readiness to sacrifice yourself. Very important. Okay? Readiness to sacrifice. Now, my ego, I'm satisfied at that level. So I'm able to sacrifice myself. So it is not me type of stage. Because then this sacrifice stage will go on increasing. Now, then you go on doing more for others. Undertake productive work. Otherwise, there will be social isolation and bad relationship. We have seen in so many remedies, right? Then mature adult contributing to the society, helping others, hmm, working for family, people, society, neighborhood, work area, everywhere you are highly functioning and doing a lot for others. If you're not able to establish this stage, what will happen? The sense of dissatisfaction and stagnation come. We saw a lot of fire element, that lot of dissatisfaction. So Celastriales has a lot of effect on the mind, mood altering stage, calming effect, hallucinogenic effect, and these are the remedies on the verge of being poisonous. Theme of maturity versus maturity seen in sex and work area. Either excess work or no work. Hypersexuality, no sexuality. Hmm? Thinking, excessive work, and then the exhaustion, tiredness. Hmm? Cannot do, coldness comes. So either there is excessive work and the exhaustion sets in, I'm not able to think. What happens? Then it gets reflected in the social sphere. I'm not able to work towards society. I do not have that caring attitude. I'm not able to develop effective relationship with the society around. And then that causes the social isolation, withdrawal from the people. And there will be a lot of frustration, anger, depression. Important sensations are cold sensation. There is a lot of coldness experienced in various areas. Coldness, dryness, and paralysis. Spasms and contractions. And most of the remedies have action on liver. Catha what is important? It improves your concentration and learning capacity. You work really very hard, late night working, hmm? Increase in the self confidence, and then what happens slowly? Tiredness develops, right? Initially, there is a lot of clarity of mind, very positive relationship, strong relationship, respectable relationship, and then comes the fatigue sensation, not able to study, not able to perform. But important of cathodilis is I I cover it with humor. Uh, I do not show this failed state because I have humorous attitude or I remain calm in the situation. I never show it. I laugh at it. This is important. Huh? Coca-Cola and coffee craving. That is common to all. Dream is important. Father punishing. fifth subclass, school age. Huh? Very important. Fifth subclass is school age. No? So that is a father figure and punishing. Although here it's given syphilitic miasm, but if you see it is psychosyphilitic, lot of psychotic symptoms are they they hide lot of things. That is how you see. And there is possibility need for drugs here. A lot of hopelessness comes. And what is dicapetalum M? Dreams of work, dreams of unsuccessful, sudden fatigue, sudden exhaustion, important. And the headache experienced at this level. Better with the sudden exhaustion come and then you have to eat something that improves. Either you have to eat something or drink coffee. That is characteristic here. Hmm? This is not a big remedy, but here it is more of a purgative and liver tonic and lot of cholera infantum with lot of sickness and slowly deteriorating stage, like lot of coldness, dead sensation with deteriorating mind. So this is important where there is a lot of liver disorders. Along with that, you might get headache with vertigo, squeezed sensation in the head. Important, squeezed sensation, sensation of flying, floating, swirling, light basically, floating. Along with that, weakness of mind. Ilex equifolium. Abuse, here you have to just remember the abusive father, violent father. Hmm? Imposing their opinion. A lot of jealousy, anger, cursing, antisocial behavior, bitter, hateful. This is typically if you see the syphilitic miasm. Yerba mate, very, this is the positive side. Na? Want to develop relationship, communication, friendship, bonds important. Lot of ideas, liveliness, dreams are important, friendship, harmony, relation. Along with that, what will happen if there is a celebration, if there are relatives, if there are friends, music comes. So lot of need for rhythmic music. And the other side is fire, quarrels with everyone. I'm not able to connect with people, dissociation, detachment, withdrawal from life. Life is waste. Hmm? This is very important. I will die of heart attack and no one will come to know. And they don't want to die like this. That is the pain of their life. That's why they want to connect. Karaka has lot of convulsions, spasms, paralysis. Hmm? With this, we have finished Celastriales. I can start with Epialis themes today. I will just check the chat box if there are any questions. Yeah, Bindu, leprosyphilitic, that's right. So Vidya is asking what is intimacy versus isolation. So see, young adult stage where you have to form the relationship with others, right? You have to develop the intimate relationship with, like you are looking for a partner now. So you have to develop trust on the person. You have the faith on the person. You have to do for the person. So this is very strong relationship now you are developing. So that is the stage of intimate relationship. And if you are not able to develop that type of relationship, you feel isolated. You feel, am I valuable in relationship? Am I able to do some connection with people? So that isolation comes. So we'll start with then little bit for, we'll start umbelliferae. Apialis means what I did. Wait, So we'll go to Epialis. Is my screen visible? Is my okay? So now we are going ahead. Epialis, that is umbelliferae, fifth subclass, old age. Hmm? We are just covering the themes today and remedies I will take next time. So now we are here at the end of the roof. We finished Celastriales today. So fifth subclass and the old age. We are here. So Epialis covers both the stages, late adulthood and old age. So what are the remedies? Here, ethuza. So we all know na, these remedies we give for the vomiting in children. So to probably slowly we will run more about it from fifth subclass point of view, from old age point of view. You will get more knowledge about this remedy. So what are the remedy? Ethuza, asafoetida we know, cicuta, conium. These four remedies so we definitely know, and the sanicula. See, coriander is also here. So we will learn all these remedies in detail slowly. But a lot of important remedies are there in this. Like previous stage, we were not knowing the remedies, but now lot of remedies we know. So now again, column 5, school age, superego formation, right? The split, masculine, feminine, other, relationship, companionship, partnership, father, rules, boundaries, rigidity, fanaticism, suppression, superstition, criticism, hierarchy, work, ambition, and joints. I will not repeat again. Next time I will repeat. So what is the old age issues? Old age now 65 plus. You have retired from work. Your all senses are slowing down now. You are wearing the specs. You are using the hearing aid. Sometimes you need stick for the walk. So now your sensory organs are less effective. See, the first year of the life, your sensory organs are extremely active now because you have to experience the world. You have to come in this world through the senses. You experience the world around you through the 5 senses. Now what is happening? You're going back. So now sensory apparatus is slowing down. Its function is going down. Why? So now there is no need to connect outside much, but go inside, see within. What have you done now? What were your lessons of life and how effectively you did that? Hmm? So what happens when, so going inside. Huh? So what happens? You look at your life experiences, whatever happened in your life. Now you see whether I have done these things positively or negatively, successfully or unsuccessfully. But whatever is the, whatever have you done in your life, this is the stage where you see, I always tell all my patients, whatever you do at that particular time, you do with that knowledge and with that positivity, because that time you were not knowing that this negative can happen. Negative happened over a period of time, which you were not aware. So just give concession to yourself. Because with whatever knowledge I have at that time, I worked according to that. This is very important for me. So this is the stage where even if you look at your negative stage of life, something you have done wrong, you have to successfully overcome that. That is experience of life. That has given you some knowledge and insight. That knowledge will help you to handle other people. So it's very important to understand this stage. So all previous stages of life become the basis of successful aging. Whichever, whatever happened in life, but it's a time of reflection. Look back over the events of his life with sense of acceptance. Very important. Whatever has happened, that sense of acceptance is very important. Sense of acceptance and satisfaction. If you're not able to accept whatever happened in life, then the negative side of old age comes. That I will explain. So person who have lived richly, responsibly, develops the healthy sense of integrity. Helps them face aging gracefully with dignity. Nowadays, we always hear this, na? Aging gracefully with dignity. Hmm? Very superficially, we use these words, but it's very important to understand what it is. This is your inner feeling. You have to feel that grace. You have to feel that dignity. If they see previous life events with regret, hmm, if you see the life events with regret, that gives the sense of failure. The despair comes. Hmm? I have failed in my life and I have no time to repair because now you are old now. There is no time for repair. So the feeling is I failed in my life and there is no time to repair. So this gives rise to sense of failure, and sense of failure will be the despair, which causes a lot of hopelessness and depression. So geriatric depression. It's a very important stage. We come across a lot of problem of geriatric depression, dementia. Think about this stage and remedies. Now, what happens? Old age is going back, your return journey, huh? Going back. So, slow, your senses are going, reducing. Slowly, you need the stick. The dependence on the people around develops. And what happens with that dependency? The fear of death comes. And that itself is a big source of depression in the geriatric field. Peaceful acceptance of self. See, it's very important. Accept yourself as it is. Huh? Along with that, if you develop a lot of hobbies of that age, it really helps you to age gracefully. So developing the hobbies. See, you see now after retirement, people reconsider about their what are the hobbies which I wanted to do in life. So this is that stage where again you go back and see what you wanted to do in life. Do that. So what is the crisis? Ego integrity versus despair. Whether I have learned my life properly, integrated it well, or failed in integrating, which causes despair. Have I lived my life fully? And with knowledge comes the wisdom of old age, which is very, very rich. Elderly people, they guide you, right? So what is Ambeli Fairy family from Dr. Shankaran's chart? This will take later, all this sensation and all this will take later. So see if you see, okay, I'll read this. Sudden, unexpected, violent attack. Violent is important here. Huh? Sudden, unexpected, violent. See, it's a death-like situation for them. So they have a lot of fear about that. Sudden accidents, blows on them, riots, stabbing injuries. And what happens with that? A lot of numbness comes, stupefaction comes, your brain gets affected, dullness, sleep. Either they sleep for long hours or there is a sleeplessness. Stabbing pains, lancinating pains, convulsions. See, convulsions without aura. So there is aura gives you some hint, no? Okay, now convulsion will come. Here there is no such hint because it's sudden attacks. Then comes the sudden weakness, regressed, they regress, paralysis, relaxation, stupefaction, dullness, and deep sleep. What is the active reaction? Violent convulsions, manic stage, furious attack, fits of emotions, and escape. And calm in situation where there is a sudden, unexpected, violent attack is the compensation. So in Apialis family, if you see, there are lot and lots of herbs, what we use in our kitchen. Lot of herbs and spices, like there are carrot, celery, fennel, parsley, cumin, coriander, and many more. Some are poisonous too, and their strong affinity is on the GIT and urinary tract. And the issue now, you are at the fact game, na old. So spiritual versus material. Material world or a spiritual world. So basic themes of FALS is the old age and weakness, dealing with the past, inability to integrate the past experiences, lot of stiffness and rigidity, intense fear of death and of getting old, seclusion, alienation from the other, dryness of water element, lot of dehydration and paralysis, foggy state of mind, fixed ideas and rigidity, convulsions. See, all Conam, Cicuta, they have a lot of convulsions, epilepsy, paralysis, excessive or deficient sexuality, prostate problem, hormonal problem, religiosity, and the childishness. Going back, na childishness. So with this, we stop here. Next time, I'll take FALS more in details. So if you have any question, you can ask me. We have 10 more minutes. So I will just check the chat box. Please repeat the name of remedy. I don't know, but I have repeated many times. 3 times I repeated all the remedies. Leprosyphilitic myism, intimacy versus isolation. I explained you. So Vidya is asking how we help them when isolation comes. Only through remedy and psychotherapy, both helps. Remedies also have a very good role and it really heals faster. And psychotherapy also has its own good effects, right? Psychotherapy also helps. But psychotherapy probably will take long time and our remedies will give result like this. It's really, our medicines have that magical capacity. Great session, superb session, very well explained, insightful session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So can we stop here? 1 minute. There is one question, I think. So someone is saying one side child and another side old age thing. So it is indicate the opposite pole. Yes, it's very right. So going back, no, it's a journey to going back to womb. So you are going back to infancy and then womb. So that's why you become dependent, childlike dependency. But definitely you get a lot of old age issues in that, and then you see this type of dependency. You see, na, in old age, losing control over bladder, stool, or not able to walk without holding. So this is, they're going back to infancy and then the womb stage. So we'll stop here. I think no more questions now. So Preeti, Fatima, anyone is there? If you have any questions, please ask. Huh? Rama, most of it superb explanation, simple, down to earth. Thank you, Rama. So we'll stop here. Fatima?
Yes, we can stop,
Huh?
doctor.
So
Yeah.
I will leave. Thank you, friends.